Sporting, you said about taking this job that you would prefer to take it in the summer, and the club kind of said it was now or never. Is what we're seeing this season and the difficulties you've had in these first few months why you wanted the job in the summer? Why it is easier to come in at the start of a pre-season than it is midway through a season?
I think that is clear. I think it's common sense. When you start a season, it's completely different. You have time to think things, to feel the players, to have pre-seasons, to change things that you feel that are necessary in a team, in a squad. So that is clear. But that was the choice. So I don't want to talk like I had my reasons to ask for that, and I have the reasons, the most important reasons, to accept the job. I know it will be tough, and the risk, I know that, but it's Manchester United, you cannot say no.
Chris.
Hi Rúben. This week marked 1 year of Ineos, and we've heard more about some of the changes that have been made, cost cutting. Is the deal that was sold to you when you first came in the same now as it was then?
Sorry.
Is what was offered to you, because in the past few weeks you've talked once again about having to sell to buy in the summer. Is the deal, is the whole situation that you have now the same as you were sold in October or not?
I don't want to. I really don't want to go to that path. We are in the situation. The important thing is we are together. We had a lot of issues to solve. The board, us as a staff, a lot of changes in staff. That is, it's you can feel it also. So we have a lot of problems. We cannot like all the time make like a resume of everything here in the press conference. Let's focus on Everton. Just a win can change a little bit the things, and my goal is to win again.
So on this game then, you haven't scored on face Moyes, you mentioned before about the job that he's done. Obviously they've got that managerial bounce out of him coming back to the club. Why do you think they got that bounce when you couldn't get that here?
Simple thing that David Moyes is doing a better job than me. It's quite simple. And then small things like winning one game, winning 2 games. That belief, the pressure also is not the same. I don't know, but I think we have to give merit to the players of Everton, especially to the coach of Everton, and that's all. And we need to do the same.
Jeremy.
Rúben, given how difficult a start you've had as manager, have you ever found yourself questioning if it was the right decision to come here?
No, it's hard to, again, I just want to, we make a decision and then we go all the way. Of course, sometimes it's really frustrated, and when you hear out loud, like 14 games, 4 wins in Manchester United, even in another club, it's really hard. It's really frustrated, and sometimes you get like really frustrated and angry and everything, but let's move on and we can change that in the next game.
Hi Rúben. There have been suggestions in the last week or so that some of the players in your squad are not convinced by your methods, or at least by your football philosophy. Do you recognise that at all? Do you sense that at all in your players?
No, I don't feel it. Clearly don't feel it in training. If you watch our games, sometimes you can have that sensation, but I'm not worried about that. If they are not convinced, I don't feel that. It's my job to change their minds, and I'm quite good on that.
And how quickly do you think their minds are changing in terms of how they play, not their attitude to you?
If we win like 2 games, just 1 game, just ask for 1 game. It's the next one, Everton. Everything changed slowly, because when you win, it's so much easier to pass, to take all the doubts of the minds of the players. So the only way I see it is to be really confident when you transmit the image that you want, the way you want to play, and then to win games. If you do that, it's going to be easy.
Mark.
Rúben, you've spoke a lot about the system, but you get asked a lot of questions about the system. You've stuck with it so far. You've said that you're going to stick to your idea, but you haven't always played it. I think I'm right in saying. I think in your first job at Casapia, you actually started with a back 4. You won some games, you lost some games, and then you moved to this. So, why did you settle on this system? And why did you question yourself at that time? And what have you questioned yourself in the years since then?
It's like we worked so many years with this system. I don't see it as a system of back 3 or back 5 or back 4. I think we can adapt, but I'm passing the principles, and the principles has one beginning, and then we go forward, and we play with 3, we play with 4, we play with 5, and I think we can adapt from that system. So I don't see a system as a 3 defenders or a 5 defenders. I see principles that we can change the system, and this way of playing we can adapt to different systems. When I start, when I change for in Casa Pia, because I believe that is something that I need to do. So I just know how to do the things that I believe. That's all. That's simple.
Last question, Rich.
Rúben, I was just wondering, with the lack of senior players available to you, have you ever considered adding to your squad of free agents at all? I know there's not many maybe suitable players on the market. No,
it was not that idea. We have young players. We are working with young players, and I think we have to really focus on that as a club. And when you have these moments of a lot of injuries, you should use the young players. If not, you don't have space for them to improve and to show themselves. So I think we need to really focus in the future of our club in the youth, because of the history and because of the reality of our club in the moment.
Will we see some youngsters in the squad tomorrow?
Maybe. They are in the squad. We'll see tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.